on the Hot Topics here. Today's hot topic, the wall. The border wall. The border wall. Some people look at the border wall as a huge expense, right? It's like $15 billion to build a border wall. And some of the immigration folks thinks it's not right. And that whole immigration thing is another issue. But I'm going to talk just of the wall. Why does the wall have to be an expense? Well, duh, it takes money to build it, right? But I still ask the question, why does it have to be an expense? Trump is a real estate guy. He turns dirt into gold. He can make money off of dirt. Why can't... This is real estate. What is he thinking? He needs to make money off of this wall. China has a Great Wall of China. They make money off of it. It's a tourist attraction. And let me tell you, those Chinese that built it many years ago, they sure were smart, weren't they? Nice and wide, tall. But let me tell you, that's what we need to be thinking. We need to be thinking, how can we make this wall make money? First off, put it on U.S. soil. The whole thing about Mexico paid for it, nah, forget you, Mexico. However, though, if you want to join in on the revenue of it, come on in. Because it's going to benefit both sides. So, here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to just throw it out there. Endless possibilities. Here's what I'm talking. Tourist attraction. The wall. Now, granted, there are parts of that whole area you can't actually put a wall because of natural barriers, you know, like rivers and cliffs and things like that. But for the most part, you can build a wall from one end, from the coastline, clear over to the Gulf of Mexico. Imagine this, along that strip, you have things like a zip line. You have things like skeet shooting. You have things like museums, art galleries. You could have people from all around the world come and display their art within the wall. You know, so you'd have a wall and it'd be a big building basically, and you would have an art gallery in there. You could have murals on the wall itself even. You can have artists come and do that. You would have resorts that would be 80 stories tall, 80 floors tall. There ain't no way they're building a ladder taller than that. And you could have Disneyland type rides there along the wall there. You know, it doesn't have to be like this kind of wall. We're talking a wall like a half mile, a mile wide in some cases, just because of what's going there. You know, after all, if you put a hotel there, you're going to have a pool. You're going to have maybe a river that streams one pool to another. Wouldn't that be cool to have a river and rapids and a waterfall along the wall? You could have wildlife viewing. You could have... You could even have part of that wall. You could have it to be like a speed train, where you could go from literally the coastline of the Pacific all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico, and then all the way back in like 10 minutes. Wouldn't that just be awesome? It needs to be a tourist attraction is what I'm saying. It needs to be stores and restaurants and bowling alleys and just every little thing you can think of that can make some money, put it in there. Football stadium, you know, put a football stadium on top of the wall. You know, you can have below, inside of the wall, you can have the locker rooms and things like that, and then you can have the seating. You know, you can have the seating on each side there. Man, endless possibilities of what you could do. Think outside the box, folks. Think of this. How can we make money off this wall? This wall needs to be a revenue generating asset. That's the way we need to look at it. It doesn't need to be a $15 billion expense. It needs to be a $15 billion annual revenue, where people from around the world will come just to experience the wall. Now, think of the jobs it would create. Not just to build a wall, but to continuously to run the wall, to run all those businesses within the wall. You would have income levels, all levels of income. it would benefit both sides drastically. There'd be no reason to immigrate into the U.S. because right there is all your jobs. It would become, shoot, you could even have some cool interactive games where have some fun with it maybe. Where you've got like a deal where you've got like a, you know how at shooting ranges they'll have, or at county fairs they have like a moving target. Well, you have like a deal where you got like a moving target and it's like a drug smuggler and you shoot them. Have some fun with it. You can have some history of that area, not the political history, but the whole history of prehistoric times to current. There was so much great that you could do to this wall. It could just become, you could spend years going from one end of the wall to the other and looking at all the great things that is there. To me, we need to look at the wall as a revenue generating asset, and we need to make that dirt into gold. And Trump is a real estate guy who can do that, and he's not thinking clearly, and he's disappointing me right now because of that. We need to look at the wall as a way to make money. So be creative. What are some of the ideas that you can think of that can make some money? Let's put it part of the wall, and let's find a way to make that work. So, this is Jeff, Arizona Hot Topics, and today's wall topic, let's make money off the wall. Let's not make an expense. Let's make cash. I'm out.